не записывалось. Потом. Что если... Считать я так сильно здесь не буду, потому что очень много содержит слов. Из-за того, что нигде не переводят, только субтитры на русском, озвучка на английском. Идет книжка однажды я уже играл, дошел и потом решил записать это.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, ha-ha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
You heard Pat. I need to stay here to keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
What the hell?
Shoot that sumbitch!
God damn it!
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh, yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
Spread out, goddammit!
They're coming from the rear!
I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did. As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Guess you've had enough!
Kill him!
Come out, you yellow bastard! Now you're really pissing me off!
You think you can kill me too? Watch out! One of them!
God damn it, he's right behind us!
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads
Let's
cut
send
off.
these sumbitches running! I got this!
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there.
Damn, he's back! I'm putting you down! I'll do you myself!
Get out here!
I'm done with you!
Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed.
You can't take the fall on!
The right position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do, do you?
Indeed, Donna. But where was I? Oh, yeah.
I think we're in trouble.
Kill him!
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
You ain't going nowhere!
Then, I heard a friendly voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you!
Try aiming, you idiot!
Watch your flank!
Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Where'd he come from? Kill him!
I cut their numbers in half. But that just made the ones that were left twice as mad.
Done with you.
You can run, but you can't hide forever.
You think
They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
I'll do you myself!
Show yourself, coward!
You ain't...
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house. And like that,
You'll
I
all
was
be
inside,
dead, you bastards!
none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave.
Deader than a rat in a trap!
Over there!
How about that? Huh? You like that?
And upstairs, I found Billy and Charlie Beaudry. Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm.
I can keep this up all day! I think I got one!
Where the hell Garrett get to? Spencer won't let you. You can't take us all on!
I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on coming. That's That's when Charlie got hit.
Не, щас.
They're catching us in a crossfire, shouted Billy. Get to the other side.
Here we go! Where'd he come from? Can't hear you! Someone shoot that bastard!
I don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatlin, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention. He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? But I went anyway. Dumbass that I was back then.
Sons of bitches are
Many
done
would have
for.
fled in my place. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack, he's just joshing with you now.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas, ma'am. Now, where was I?
Now you're in trouble. Any shit around corners? Don't waste your bullets. Go ahead. What do you...
You were heading for the barn.
Gonna scalp your ass.
Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up. Finally, I had the stables within my reach. And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
Сейчас нам покажет. Хотим Red.
You challenged him to a showdown.
You read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake. And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables. After the fight, maybe we could treat ourselves to some fried chicken. Stepped inside, and
Его там не было.
last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
And go on, how did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Что именно это, знаете? Я фиг знает.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Сами будете считать. Когда будете играть, то затягивает. Да. Да все это затягивает. Используйте концентрацию на полную с помощью навыка холодного. Концентрация прекращается сама, если в предел видимости не остается врагов. Старайтесь потрудились, чтобы заработать множественные очки.
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after. He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape, too. My first order of business was finding a firearm. Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Ollinger's mean-ass shotgun. I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
Hell yeah. That scatter gun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim the damn thing. The kids escaped, raised a huge ruckus. Guards were everywhere looking for him.
Can't let the kid get away. Anybody see him?
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the planks where I could, but some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. And suddenly, I was a fugitive.
How the hell did the kid escape? Can't believe you keep missing. Gonna kick our ass! Can't have gotten far. Gotta be around here somewhere. Then he broke out of jail.
Violence is not the answer.
You can't hide.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there.
Where'd he get you?
I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
You!
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was good.
Hooligans go to hell.
That's it for you. Let's do this!
He's in town somewhere.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Don't let him get away! Somebody put him down! You won't get away with this!
They're shooting in the street!
I gotta stop standing next to... Damn! Get your headstone!
There's children here.
Stop him!
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
I'm here! We can take him! Kill him! Can't hide forever! We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back! Stop him! Show yourself, coward! Don't let him get away!
Того, что я на высокой.
I've got this! Stop him! That was just too damn close. Get out here! I'll flank it! We can take him! Guess you've had enough! Don't let him get away! We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back! What are you, yellow? Kill him! Time for this, you hear me? Stop him! don't get paid enough for this! Damn ears are ringing! Show yourself, coward! What? Can't hear you! Surrender yourself! God damn him!
You're threatening the lives of innocent people.
Damn town's going to hell in a handbasket!
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Hurry in!
Respect for decency?
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town. I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy, and all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back! Stop there! We can take him!
Get away!
Let him get away! Get out here! We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back! I think we're in trouble. We can take him! Hey, I shot the son of a bitch! Kill him! Get out here, you coward! Don't let him get away! shit when Pat gets back. I think he's scared. Stop him! We can take him! Kill him! Don't let him get away! We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back. Stop him! Come out, you yellow bastard! Kill him! Okay, now you're real. You won't get away with this! Let's do this! I don't get paid enough for this! Leave him to me! Don't let him get away! I think he's scared. We're gonna be in deep shit when Pat gets back. Stop him! Get out of here, you coward! Kill him! Now you're really pissing me off!
Finally, I found what I was looking for. The stables on the edge of town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. "Hello, Bob," I said. "I think you better let me go." And he says, "I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun." So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Заколебался. Когда я допустил попытку, начинаешь играть управление, на тебе новые герои, зажиму, что ли, стрелять или как?
Some say I fought unfairly, but they weren't the ones looking him in the eye that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
Чтобы следующая миссия была. У меня загружено сразу и...
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico.
Пуля для старика. Вот это я миссию помню. Тут я помучился, побегал. Этот пуль. В следующей серии вы увидите, что там. Сейчас я... Мало миссий.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ring